PiggyVest has been around for a while now, and I believe that most of you that are watching this video must have heard about it, and some of you may have been reluctant to even try it out, and some of you must have tried it out and maybe you like using it or you don't. And for those of you that do not even know what PiggyVest is, and strangely this is the first time you're hearing it, well, in this video I'll be telling you everything I know about it and my experience using the platform. So to understand why PiggyVest is even in existence, I need you to understand how banks work. So usually the way the bank works is you take your money to the bank and they keep it safe for you, so whenever you want you can go back to the bank and get your money out. That is what most people understand about banks. However, behind the scenes there are a few things that are happening. I'm going to talk about just one. So when you take your money to the bank keeps the money, but then the bank takes some of the money that you have deposited and loans it to somebody else, and then they add their interest to that loan. So it's like they know that you're not just going to come back the next day to get all the money that you have deposited at the bank. Just imagine, let's say for somebody that has millions of naira in the bank, they're not just going to come back the next day and say, give me all my money, I am closing my account. In most cases, they're only going to be withdrawing like a few thousands or a few hundred thousands, not all like the 100 millions they have in the bank. So because the banks know this, well, they feel like, okay, they can loan out some of your money, and you're not even going to know, because yeah, you can go back to the bank at any time to withdraw your money, and it's not like everybody that is a part of that bank or a customer of that bank will go at the same time to withdraw their money. So that's why the bank is able to do this. So when they loan out that money, they put interest on the loan, and when the person that loans the money comes back to pay, well, the interest could be like 10%, 20%. So the bank keeps that as their profit, and then they loan your money to somebody else, and that is how it keeps going. So they keep loaning the money and you just keep withdrawing little by little, and you keep adding more money. You get what I mean? So that is how banks mostly work. Now if you think about it, you may say, okay, since they are making so much money, then why is it that they are not giving you a lot of profit as well? Well, most banks, they have to pay their workers, they have to create new branches, they have to do a lot of things to make sure that you have a very good customer experience. So that is why you are not getting that much profit in your interest. And sometimes you even end up losing more money by saving money at the bank. You get SMS charges, you get card maintenance fees. I don't even know all the alerts I've gotten, the debit alerts. Sometimes I don't even know what I get debit alerts for. So this is just to give you a quick background of how banks work. Now let's come back to PiggyVest. Now in case I didn't make my previous point clear, loans are not the only ways banks use to make money. There are lots of other ways they make money with, but I believe we know how loans work, so that's why I use that one as the only example. So PiggyVest is a platform, a finance platform that actually gives you interest for saving money on the platform. So it's like a bank, a virtual bank where you save money, and because they don't have to do a lot of bank stuff like traditional banks that have branches everywhere, well, they have enough money that they can use to give people as interest. So with PiggyVest, from my experience, when you save money, then you get a lot of interest sent to you. And today I'm going to be talking about everything about the platform, so that if you want to start saving money on the platform, then yeah, you can go ahead with it. So for those of you that haven't created an account with PiggyVest, I'm going to leave a link to it in the description. If you use that link, you're going to get 1,000 naira, and I'll get 1,000 naira as well. So you can use the link to support the channel, and yeah, thank you for doing so. Alright, so I'm on my phone and this is the PiggyVest interface. I'm sure you are seeing it on the screen as well. And if I tap here on savings, you'll see that PiggyVest has 5 ways you can use to save money on the platform. So the first way is called the Piggy Bank, the second way is the Flex Naira, we have Safe Lock, Target, Flex Dollar, and yeah, those are the 5 ways. This is Pocket app. I mistakenly called it Pocket now in my previous video about PiggyVest, and this is just a way for you to transfer money from PiggyVest to another platform if you want to send to different bank accounts. Okay, so from how I've used the platform, I have only used Flex Naira and Safe Lock. I'll talk about these two because these are the ones that I have a lot of experience with. So after you have registered on the platform, make sure you verify your account by tapping on Update KYC, and you can upload your NIN, your voter's card, because this is a Nigerian platform, so they accept all those things. Then you come back to your home page, and if you tap savings, you'll see the Flex Naira option. So when you tap on this, then you'll see the amount of money. Well, if you have saved some money, you'll see the amount of money. But if you haven't saved any money, you're going to see a bank account that has been created for you. So this is going to be like your normal bank account. So whenever someone wants to send you money, or maybe where you work, they ask you for your bank account, this is the account you can give to them, and whatever amount of money that they send will be sent into your Flex account. This is called the Flex account. So the things I like about the Flex account is that at the first of every month, you're going to get interest based on how much you have saved. So you can see over here it says 8% per annum. So if you divide that by 12, then you're getting like 0.67. So whatever amount of money you have at the end of every month, just multiply it by 0.67, then that will be your interest. As you can see on the screen right now, I was able to get an interest of almost 4,000 Naira recently. All I had to do was just tap the interest button at the top left corner, and then I tapped claim interest, and yeah, I got 3,990 something. You can see it down here. This was on Saturday, the 1st of April 2023, and it says 3,900, and the total became what you're seeing right now. This is the total amount after I got the interest paid to me. As you can see, it says available balance is 106. This is because you can create sections of the money you have. So over here, I created a section called FP, and FP means future plans, for those of you that are interested in knowing. So this means that you can, if you are trying to save money for different things and you don't want to use any of the other options that they have, you can do it from here just by creating labels. Since I've already created a label called FP, whenever I want to withdraw, the money will be initially withdrawn from here, and if I withdraw all the money here, then the money is going to start getting withdrawn from here. If I want to create a new label, let's test it out. I just tapped new label. I'll call this one test, and let's use 60,000 Naira. And for the reason, I don't think I'll create a reason, and just select create label. You see it says label created successfully. Great. So now you can see a new label has been created. It's called test, and now this is the money I have available in my Flex balance. So whenever money gets sent to the account, it's going to be sent here, and whenever I want to withdraw, I'll be able to withdraw it from here. And after this one is finished, then the rest can start getting withdrawn as well. So this is something I like about Flex. You can separate your money, and you can budget how much you want to spend each month. So now if I say, okay, I just want to have 10,000 Naira for the month, then I'll just move this money into other places. If I want to move it here, let's say test, then I'll just move 90,000 Naira. So maybe I tapped the wrong one. Okay, so now I can just tap update label, and I'll just increase this one by 90,000, which should be 150. Then tap manage label. As you can see, it says label updated successfully, or tap great. And now see this one is just 10,000 Naira left. So yeah, that is how the labels work. So I'll just delete this label because I don't want it anymore. I'll just tap release label, confirm, and the money is going to get sent back into my Flex balance. Let's see if I can delete this. Delete label, confirm. Here are a few things you need to know about the Flex account. So the first thing is that whenever you're receiving money over 10,000 Naira, you're not going to get that 50 Naira stamp fee like most other banks do. And if you're transferring money out of the account, you're not going to be paying for transfer fees. Another thing you need to know is that if you withdraw more than 4 times within a month, then you're not going to get that interest. So what I normally do is that I try to withdraw the amount that I think I need within a month. And I also withdraw some for emergencies so that I don't come here and withdraw more than 4 times in a month. Because like I said, if you withdraw more than 4 times, you're not going to get the interest. This is just a way for you to save money on the platform, because as you save, you earn more. So as you can see, after 4 days of saving on the platform, I have made 763 Naira. And if I tap here, then when it's time for me to claim my interest, I will just tap here to claim my interest. Alright, so just see your Flex account on PiggyVest as a normal way for people to send you money. This is how I believe most people will be using the PiggyVest platform to save money. So let's move to the next method. So the next method is called SafeLock, and the easiest way I can describe how this method works is for people that do contributions. contributions where friends get together and they decide to save money in someone's bank account and nobody's allowed to touch the money, and they share the money within themselves every month. I haven't done this, but I know a lot of people that have done it. I've always avoided doing it because I've had stories of people running away with money, all that stuff. So yeah, with SafeLock, you create a SafeLock by tapping here, but I'm going to show you the ones that I've created. And you can see I've created two. I call them stuff because I'm lazy to think about what to call them. The first one I created was for 300,000 naira, and I think I saved it for 6 months or so. I don't remember when I did it, but I remember I received the money on the 23rd of January and I got an interest of 2,700 naira. So what you need to do is just create a SafeLock, and they're going to ask you how long you want to save the money for. I don't remember the one I used, but then yeah, you just choose the time you want to save the money for, and you will not be able to access the money. That is the good thing about it, until that time that you have specified. So if you decide to save, let's say 60 to 90 days, let's say I decide to save 5,000 naira, and you can give it a name here, let's say test. So from here you can choose when you want the money to be released. If I say 90 days, that's 2%. Okay, the first percentages were the wrong ones, but these are the ones that will work. So if I say for 90 days, I'll get 2% of 5,000 naira, and I'll select the date that I want to release it, and then I'll tap done, and then I'll choose where I want the money to come from, which is going to be from my Flex account. And as you can see, I only have 160, even though I have more than that, but because I've already created a label for the first one, then I can't touch it. So I can only touch the one that I left for like free use. Okay, so like I've said, I've done this twice, and whenever the money becomes mature for withdrawal, it's automatically sent to your Flex account. You don't have to come back here to remove the money. That's how I remember it, because the last time I did this was January, so my memory is not that clear about it. And the interest, whenever you just save money, the interest will be sent back immediately. So one thing you should know is that you can keep adding money to it every month. Like I said, the contribution stuff, I think every month people add money to it. So you can keep adding money every month until, I believe, when you get close to a month before you can withdraw, then they are going to stop you from adding money, because as you keep adding money, you keep getting interests. So here are a few more things you should know about the PiggyVest platform. Alright, so we have talked about the savings. So let's talk about the investments. Now, I only have one investment done, and I just did this to test it out. But if you tap on Explore, you'll see that there are lots of investment opportunities, but most of the time they are all sold out, because I think people are just waiting for a new opportunity to be created, and then they just go and buy it immediately. So yeah, you can, if you have some time to come here, then maybe you'll be lucky enough to find investment opportunities that you can try. And yeah, that is one thing I want you to know about the platform. So I don't know why for this option it has never worked for me. The apps option, it just keeps loading and loading and loading, and it never brings up anything. So I don't know anything about this apps section. So with PiggyVest, you're not going to get an ATM card, because since they want you to be saving money, then they know that by having an ATM card, it's going to be easy for you to purchase things online, buy airtime. Having an ATM card is an easy way to just reduce your money, so they don't have an ATM card. Another thing is that unless you don't want to, you can only connect one bank account to your PiggyVest account. But if you use the app called Pocket app, then you'll be able to send money to any account you want, which is okay. But then if you want to really save money, then just delete the Pocket app and just focus on having one bank account. And if you have one bank account, use bank accounts that whenever you send money, they're going to remove that 15 naira stamp fee, so that you always get discouraged to send money to their account. So that's just my experience using PiggyVest. The other methods of saving that I haven't tried yet, when I try them, I'm going to make specific videos about them. And I'm going to try that Flex Dollar in the future, because since they are allowing people to use the app to transfer from the platform to a domiciliary account, I think that is a very good way to fund your account, because going to the black market may sometimes not be possible. But the only thing is that when I tested it, I saw that I didn't fully test it. When I just looked at the interface and saw the features and the options, I saw that to transfer to a domiciliary account will cost $20. And I don't know how a lot of people would take that, but I'll try it in the future just to let you guys know if it works or not. Link to PiggyVest will be in the description. If you guys have questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you think this video was good enough, please give it a like so that I'll know that at least my videos are being helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.